virus Omicron. Falcon hates puns and thinks that they're all wrong. One's American and one is an Aussie. Talking about StarCraft 2 and the esports scene.
Hello, and welcome to the Falcon Paladin Hour.
Thank you, sir. It is good to be here for the Falcon Paladin Hour. What's up, Bovine?
How's it going, buddy? We totally both just took a sip of our drinks at the same time. It was great.
We did. We synchronized that.
We are in sync.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Probably couldn't have done it any better if we had tried.
Probably not, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, what's going on in the world of StarCraft? Group D for GSL?
Yes, Group D, and we have our next two group stages as well we can look at.
Yeah, we sure do.
Let's have a little look-see.
I think those are going to play in about 8 hours. I think we usually when they do.
8 hours, 27 minutes, 20 seconds, 19 seconds,
There you go.
18 seconds. This will get tedious.
Immediately.
So, okay, Group D, Gumio Classic, Hero, Su, in that order. Are we surprised? I'll be honest, I think I called this.
Didn't we both think Hero was getting through?
I think I said I wouldn't be terribly surprised, but I think my initial call was Gumio and Classic. I think. I could be wrong.
Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, good job then. I think I picked against Gumio, who went 2-0, so sure showed me.
Yep. I mean, Gumio plays Mech. Mech is incredibly buffed this patch, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Or is at least slightly better, or at least not bad. One of those.
Well, yeah. I mean, he opens up. Yeah, he opens up with Racecar Mech against Sue in game 1 of their little best of 3. I mean, it's a ton of Cyclones. You can reactor them out now, so they were like extra good and just in numbers that way. And Sue tried Ling Bane Muta. And as soon as he started making Mutalisks, Thor's popped out and kind of countered him. And he did try to burn down the Cyclone group with Mutalisks, but that did not go as well as he had hoped. So, I don't know. Like, no Fungal, no Blinding Cloud, no Neural Parasite, no Abduct, no Spellcasting, just pure Ling Bane Muta.
Yeah, a couple of Queens. Which,
we
kind of count Queens as spellcasters. I mean, technically, yes, but really, no.
No, they're not useful enough in situations like this to be considered spellcasters. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of tempting to be like, oh, the Cyclone's a lot better than we thought. It took Gumio to show us the way, but then it's like, Sue did not react to this in a way that makes any sense usually. So let's see if another Zerg player later on, maybe Gumio will try it against someone like, I don't know, Solar maybe, or Dark, right?
Well, I mean, they'd both have to do particularly well since Solar and Dark are not in the next, they don't share a group in the next round. So, yeah, they both have to get out of that and make it to the semis. To do
Wait,
that.
what?
Yeah, Dark is
Gumio
in
and
B.
Solar are in the same group.
No, but Dark. I mean, honestly, I don't think Solar's gonna. I'm not particularly concerned about how he handles it either.
Oh, interesting. 5th best Zerg player in the world, just not worth a hill of beans to you?
I mean, he's you know.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, what's
I don't know. Well, that's Solar's thing, right? He consistently gets to like the semifinals or the quarterfinals or something and then falls on his face. So,
So he's, at basically what is the quarterfinals, and we want to judge what he does against Racecar Mech and Cyclones here.
I just think he will use spellcasters. That's all.
Okay.
It'll be great.
I reckon he'll have Queens. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, if Gumio tries against Dark, that's definitely when it would get most interesting, assuming he can make it into the semifinals. Gumio can. I don't know. I mean, look, if we don't think Solar can handle it, then we don't think DRG can either, right?
No.
So Gumio gets through just based on the virtue of he can use the new Cyclones in a way that the 2 Zerg players in his group can't handle. So
yeah,
Gumio's through. That's it. Done. Figured.
Place your bets. Put your life savings down on Gumi.
I know.
Destined to get out, at least in second place, I guess.
Right.
I mean,
Destined.
maybe. Here's the thing. Gumiho is a very weird player, and I think a lot of his strength comes from the fact that a lot of people can really prep against him adequately. Because it's like, who do you go to play like Gumiho that isn't Gumiho, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And so it's entirely possible that TRG or Solar just are like, I'm gonna play normal because that's what we all do here, except for you, Gumi. And that'll just like, you're not gonna be able to beat me. I'm just gonna make more drones, come back and kill you, right? The usual stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
I suppose. Yeah. I suppose so. I guess we'll see.
Yep.
We will see in 8 hours when both of us are asleep.
It's true. Okay, so he's up against Solar first. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, Gumiho could just choose to be like, nah, I'm gonna play standard because he can do that. He can go Marine Marauder or Medevac with, good competence. So
yeah, he also could do that. Yes. Well, at least he doesn't have Cure. He doesn't have to fight Cure just yet.
Right.
I think Cure beats him, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. Gumiho is pretty good at mucking up TVT in ways that are weird. So yeah, Cure's the better player, but man, especially considering those early pushes in TVT are super weird sometimes, and Cyclone's often part of it, and now it's a new Cyclone.
For sure.
I would not put him past it to have come up with some weird opening push in TVT that incorporates Cyclones in a way that Cure's just like, wait, what? You know?
Right. It's possible.
At least for one. Yeah, at least for one map. Anyway, we'll see. It'll be fun. Yeah. All right. So Cure and Gumiho make it through Group A. Good. Nailed it.
Yep. Yeah. Group B, create a classic Bunny and Duck. What are your thoughts?
It's a good one. I think Creator and Classic are both playing pretty well considering the state of Protoss right now. I mean, obviously, making it to the group stage 2 is pretty impressive alone. So I think both of them can defeat Bunny, and then Dark just gets through because Dark is just head and shoulders above everybody else in this group.
Right, undoubtedly. So Bunny fights Dark first, and then it's the PvP straight away. So one of them will immediately go to the elimination match, and one of them will get to fight Dark as a reward for winning.
Yeah, the greatest of all rewards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So interesting. Who do we think?
I'm gonna stick with Classic. Personally.
Fair.
Yep.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. My brain sees Creator and Classic, and I can make no differentiation between them at all as players. I'm just like, yes, two kind of second tier Protoss players. There they are.
No, Classic's always the choice. Like, do you want New Coke or Classic Coke? It's always Classic.
Yes, but
Crystal
jokes
Pepsi
aside,
or Classic Pepsi.
Like, tell me something about Classic and Creator that differentiate them as players. You know what I mean?
Classic has stuck into my head for reasons I can't explain.
Okay.
And I just want to say Classic. I don't know why. I don't remember where I saw him. I don't know what he did, but he did something. That's just like, yeah, okay, he's the better one now.
Okay. I'm not gonna buy that.
I couldn't. Good. I'm not selling it, but
okay.
I couldn't tell you what it is. I'm like looking at both of their Wikipedia pages, and I'm like, is Classic just younger than Creator? Creator for me feels like an older player than Classic, but he's actually a year younger. Here's what I'm gonna go with. Classic has earned more than twice the amount in prize money.
Oh, that's good. Okay, that's a good data point. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, Classic it is. That's what it was. Your brain was like, I know Classic has made more money than Creator.
Yeah, it's always about money. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. All right, cool. So Classic it is. That's the pick.
In WCS Korea Season 3 back in 2013, Classic beat Creator in the finals 2-0.
Okay.
Yeah, that was recent. 2013.
Yeah.
Yep.
PvP.
The game
PvP
is
win against.
the game is the exact same as it was then.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he O2 Showtime as well. So
wow.
Clearly, his PvP is on point for the last decade.
Yep. It's exactly the same. Exactly super high elite the whole time. Good job, man. That's impressive. So yeah, so if our picks go through, we're looking at a Cure Gumio Classic Dark Final Four.
Yep.
It's pretty good for racial distribution.
It's as even as it can be.
Yeah.
And
can't ask for more unless, you're greedy and you want 2 of your preferred race to be represented, but
well, unless your preferred race is Terran, in which case you will.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's GSL, I think. So.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, good. Good. Wonderful, exciting stuff.
Wunderbar.
Yeah. All right. So speaking of exciting stuff, I don't know how exciting this is, but so Star Citizen had their Citizen Con over the weekend, which is, again, it is hilarious to me because they've released absolutely nothing. They've got
technically true.
They have an alpha version of their kind of MMORPG space thing.
They have beta versions of all of their modules because they define their gameplay as okay. So when they were like in the Kickstarter, they defined their gameplay as being like modular in the development and then all coming together at the end. So there was like the space flight sim, the marine combat, and then the hangar, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. I was briefly skimming over the Wikipedia earlier today about
There's
it
like
to remember
base building on planets. Maybe that's one.
Maybe. But what I remember is years ago, like 7 years ago, I played the Marine Combat Beta. It felt like a very early alpha, and I've flown around in a ship. So I know there's at least two things that have technically people have had access to for a little while.
Yeah, but they're calling it alpha is the thing. They're not calling it beta. That is too close. It has been too close to a finished product for them.
I'm not sure your point.
That's all. I'm just saying that they spent the last 10 years being like, we're working on it. And we're refactoring stuff and we're doing things and it's all alpha and you can play it and it's buggy and some people find it kind of fun anyway, but it's definitely not a finished product yet. And the years kept dragging on and on and on and on and on. And the thing that originally they were kickstarting for was Squadron 42. This was supposed to be...
I think Squadron 42
Then prove it wrong. Go find it.
I literally read the wiki today that the Squadron 42 was announced after the original Kickstarter for Star Citizen.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me pull this back up because I've closed it apparently. Because you gave me a 30-minute video to watch 15 minutes before the show started.
You watch it on ×4 speed, it would have been fine.
I mean, heaven forbid I was watching anything else. So Hangar Module, Arena Commander, and Star Marine and Persistent Universe are all what's listed as the modules under the wiki here. So Star Citizen Squadron 42 is the story-based single-player set in Star Citizen's fictional universe.
Yes.
So originally it was an MMO that was pitched, and then a single-player story was announced afterwards, which was announced in 2014. And then we go down to funding. Kickstarter started in 2012. So Squadron 42 was announced 2 years after.
That's weird. So they just pitched like, here's a big open world.
People bought in excessively, and then later they were like, actually, here's a single-player game. And they've been working on that ever since, basically. Yeah.
Huh. I just feel like them coming and being like, here's an awesome single player campaign would be a better Kickstarter sell than like, we're doing space, guys. Come kickstart space with us. I don't know. But it worked, I guess. So, hey.
I think 2012 was like the year of Kickstarters, right? Like definitely around there where everyone was like, everyone and their dog had a Kickstarter for their game. And making your game sound as ambitious and cool as possible is what sold, right? Like No Man's Sky kind of stuff. It's like, let's just make it sound as impressive as possible, get everyone to buy it now, and then maybe deliver later. So...
Right. And a ton of Kickstarters just like completely floundered, ran out of funding, and crashed and burned.
Oh yeah. Should we go to Kickstarter and look at everything I backed that I never got?
Oh.
I think I got more than I didn't. So it's not a complete sad story.
Okay. That's good.
If I remember my password.
Yeah. So probably the most common sad story in Kickstarter is we ran out of funding, we couldn't deliver on anything. Bleh.
Yeah.
We didn't meet our goal, I guess maybe is a more common one. We didn't meet our goal. We couldn't fulfill anything. We died. Sad story is we met our goal, but we ran out of funding and we died. And then another story that I've seen over the years is we wildly exceeded our goal and brought in like $100 million and couldn't manage any of it and died.
Right.
So there's a lot of ways this can go bad.
Okay, so I'm looking at my my list of things I kickstarted, and I'll be honest, I got most of these. I think. I took I remember looking at this game being like, this is clearly like someone's first project. I will give them how much did I pay? The £10 for the release of their game on CD. I don't know why. I don't know what convinced me, but I didn't get it. Let's see, what else have I not gotten? There's a sandbox roguelite action RPG called Pixel Princess Blitz, which I have not gotten.
When did you back it?
When did I back it? 2018. Well, actually, no. That says when its estimated delivery was. So if they had asked for like a year to work on it,
man,
who knows? I have a message from them I haven't read.
Live on the air.
Nope. Sorry, that's a message I sent to them 2 years ago being like, is this ever going to be released?
Ooh.
It shows all messages in the message tab is like unread, even if they're yours. Also a game called No Mercy, Forlorn Hope. I did not get this. Although they have a pre-order page now. Why did I not get this?
What kind of thing is it?
I don't know. It doesn't, like, in their title, they did not put these genre tags. So if you go to their page, it has a pre-order now, but like their most recent like community update is called No Mercy Cancellation. Goodbye.
So not promising.
Yeah. I think
Wait, they have a pre-order page and an article about canceling the product?
It's just like a button that says, hey, you could pre-order it here. I clicked it and it's like the page you're looking for doesn't work.
Okay. That's good.
So no, you cannot buy it. It appears from this update that COVID hit them and they shut down. So I also backed Immortal Gates of Pyre, which was another RPG that was the StarCraft, not RPG, RTS. That StarCraft people, is it?
No, it's not out, but it's not dead.
It's not dead, so I might still get that at some point.
Yeah.
I did get some stuff from them recently. While I was living here, I got a package which came with a shirt and like a mug and an art book. So that's cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They made stuff and they sent it out.
The art book was supposed to be signed by the devs, which it wasn't, but splitting hairs.
Well, yeah.
It's a cool art book. I don't really care about the signatures.
Right.
I ordered Electronic Dice, which was supposed to be here like March last year. No word on that. And that's it. Those are the things that I haven't gotten, which compared to the things that I have got, Kickstarter was mostly okay for me.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's good. That is a good list.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. So I'm looking at my thing. I only backed like 4 things, so I don't have as interesting a list as you.
Yep. Oh, I mean, we could still talk about all the things I did get and like the things that I did get that then shut down, like Battalion 1944, which was a first-person shooter game that was like live for like, I don't know, 3 months and then folded under the weight of its own server costs. and left my
brutal.
Steam inventory with a bunch of like stickers and stuff, or like weapon skins or something that I can't remove from my account and I can't sell. It's great. I love it.
Oh,
Anyway, what'd you
man.
have?
Okay. So where is it? I backed this project called Night and the Ghost Lights,
Mm-hmm.
which is like they're trying to make like a stop motion style video game with
Okay.
like super cool art and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when did I back this? I don't remember, but where's their goal?
Hmm.
I don't know. They raised like $43,000, which is probably not enough.
Probably not.
They updated pretty frequently, it looks like, through the 2010s. They're posting like models and talking about programming and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last update comes in 2019, and
Okay.
it says that like his creative partner Lex suffered a stroke
Oh,
and like is almost dead.
that's not good.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that's it. That's the last update. So it's like, probably didn't happen.
Probably not.
They had a $35,000 goal and they raised $43,000.
Neat.
So, did they end up on Steam?
Ooh.
Looks like they ended up on Steam. They
What's the game called?
Night, Knite, and the Ghost Lights. I do not think it is here.
Doesn't look like it, does it?
No. I honestly don't even know why I backed this. Like, it looks kind of cool.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know how I heard about it either.
I mean, yeah.
Does it show me when I backed this?
It should, yeah. If you, let me pull open something I backed and see if it'll show me.
Because I was like,
So
I found the whole
at the
list
top,
of...
if you go view pledge, like on their page, maybe. But I mean, it says like the thing that I clicked on, it was successfully funded on April 20th, 2021. If you're viewing your pledge, it's like at the top again on the tab that it pulls up.
Yeah, I just went to my email and searched it up, and the first, thanks for becoming a backer, October 22nd, 2013. Ooh, that's almost exactly 10 years ago.
Wow. Neat.
Oh, that's hilarious. So it's like you earned soundtrack for the game and early access to the game delivered in April of 2014. That did not happen. Good stuff. Another one that I backed is called The Memory of Eldream. It was supposed to be like an MMORPG.
Sure.
They said they ended up on Steam too. They only raised $26,000 of their $150,000 goal. So like, I don't know how they did anything. Seems like a difficult thing to accomplish. Oh, there it is. Memory of Eldream is $1 on Steam right now. Rock on.
Oh, it's got to be worth it. I mean, how much did you pay for it?
Loud trailer. I don't know. Let's find out. Eldream.
It's still in early access.
That. Let's see. What did they say here?
It has mostly negative reviews, and I can't pay the $1 for it.
Oh, yeah. It's still in early access, and in 2014, they were like, "We did it. We put it on early access Steam." So it's like 10 years ago. They're like, "We did it. Bye."
There's a review here from 2018 that's just like abandoned and unfinished. Early supporters paid $16 to support the game, and now the devs have dropped the ball, dropped development, dropped the price to 99 cents.
This is why early access sucks. All right.
No.
Oh no, look at this. Okay, I got an email from Kickstarter that says it didn't reach its funding goal, so your $15 has been canceled and your card will not be charged.
Hmm.
Yay! I paid
You
nothing.
paid nothing.
Good job, Kickstarter.
Woo.
And then a game called Last Year, a 5v1 multiplayer survival horror game.
That sounds
Once
like a
again,
game you would like.
right? I don't know why. Who was I back in the day? Let's see when I funded this.
There's a game on Steam called Last Year that is free to play.
Okay.
I don't know that it's the same, but I also don't know that it's different. Because it is also a multiplayer horror co-op gore PvP game.
It's gotta be.
The problem
right?
is it has a different like logo. It's also called Last Year. It's in a different typeface.
Oh.
But you get to like run around as a spider. Is that?
I don't know, man. So I backed this back in December of 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent updates and it got fully funded. And I've got an email that says we're subject to an intellectual property dispute. Oh. I wonder if it's related to this game that's on Steam right now.
Certainly might be.
Oh, wait. No, I got an email saying it's now available on the site. What the heck does that mean?
On the site.
I got an email from Kickstarter saying we're letting you know the project you're interested in is now available on the site. This process for the project's intellectual property dispute is complete.
So here's what I'm gonna say is that they have like a mock box art cover for the Steam version on the Kickstarter, but if you scroll up ever so slightly, there's an unavailable video that's also embedded. So do you see like the name of the developer by any chance? Because I don't see that.
On Steam it says Undaunted Games, right?
Yeah, no, on Kickstarter.
On Kickstarter it says James Matthew Waring. So let's Google him and see if he's involved with that publishing studio.
Have they released anything else? No.
It is. Here we go. I found a fandom for the game.
Okay.
And it specifically says produced by James Matthew Waring and the publisher is Undaunted Games. So this is them. They did it. This is
them, yeah.
Yeah.
They just changed the like banner,
the logo.
And stuff.
Yeah. Made it free to play. Okay, so that's a success.
Wow.
What did I?
What'd you pay for this?
$10 Canadian.
Okay, so like free.
Yeah, I paid $10 for something that they released as a free to play game. Awesome.
Wow. Have you?
Oh, interesting. So, wow, it was the owners of Friday the 13th that were claiming IP infringement here.
Really?
Because it's like killer chasing teenage kids around, I guess.
Right. I mean.
Oh, and they named one of their levels Silver Lake Summer Camp.
Oh, okay.
Which is close to Crystal Lake Summer Camp, right?
Yeah, Camp Silver Lake. Yeah. Okay, so I guess that would kind of it, and also the villain is kind of like a Jason-looking dude from a distance, you know.
Yep. They're playing with fire there, but I guess they got through it.
Yeah, let's say heavily inspired. You know.
Yeah.
Do you want to download this game and play it?
No. I just.
We'll be the only two people playing it. It'll be great. I'll be the hunter. You can be the teenage boy.
Maybe we'll give it a shot.
I mean, what'll it cost us? It's free.
There are some reviews. This one says this is the weirdest experience I ever had in a game. OMG.
Okay.
Fun but not easy. It can get kind of laggy. The player base is tiny. Yep, yes, I believe that. That's incredible. Oh, it says I used to watch YouTubers play this game and it looked really fun, but nobody plays anymore.
Yeah.
So it had a moment, apparently.
I imagine so. I think it's because there's actually like Dead by Daylight and stuff, which kind of does what this is doing, but I don't know, with licenses.
Yeah, yeah. Dead by Daylight seems really popular for sure.
I've played that. It's a game. Not my jam.
No. Yeah. So if I search up last year gameplay, there's a bunch of different YouTube channels that poked at it.
Oh yeah.
Couple 100,000 views. This guy did. Oh man, this cartoons YouTube channel got 2.1 million views covering it. So okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of showed up, got some attention, and then died.
Yeah.
Welcome to
the
2023. Yeah. All right. Well, good. I don't know. That's kind of nice. My opinion of Kickstarter was more dim before we started this conversation.
So one of the games that I backed that I haven't gotten, the Pixel Princess Blitz, their most recent update, which was August this year, is we're doing another game. We're doing a spin-off, and we're gonna put the main project on hold for a little while and work on a smaller side project that we could probably finish in a few months. So
what was the date on this?
August.
Okay. Hasn't been a few months yet, I guess.
No, it hasn't, but it's an interesting update to be like, we've stopped working on the thing.
Yeah, that's true. It's not promising.
But apparently it was because of like burnout with the programmer that they had. So they're like, yeah, we're just gonna like rework the development schedule, work on something else for a little while, give this guy a break. Apparently that's what it's about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. Like, for anything, my Kickstarter list just kind of shows I was a different person 10 years ago. So that's good to know. Because, I mean, you never think that, right? You're never like, man, I was a different person 10 years ago. Like, no, I'm the same person I've always been. Generally, right?
Generally.
I mean, I guess some people probably feel like they've had some life-changing experiences and stuff, but...
Oh, almost certainly. I mean, I can tell you, I am still me.
There you go. See?
One of the first things I backed was the Exploding Kittens card game.
Oh, that's a good one. We have that.
That one worked. A cat cafe in Pittsburgh.
What the hell? You were just like, out of the kindness of your own heart, were like, Pittsburgh needs a cat cafe. I, an Australian citizen, shall support this dream.
Yep. I mean, it's a cat cafe. Who doesn't want a cat cafe?
In Pittsburgh. If it was like in Sydney, I'd be like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I get it.
You know, you make a valid point. But, you know, nobody was open to cat cafes in Sydney. You got to make do.
Oh, I get it. You're just trying to like spread the cat cafe concept across the world and hope that eventually it would come to your neck of the woods. And if it had to get there through Pittsburgh, so be it.
It'll take the scenic route. That's fine. They gave me a sticker, which, you know, was obviously not the point. I didn't do it for the sticker. But I put that sticker on my monitor stand for my monitor, and it's still there. So I look at that every day.
That's so good. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. Wait, so did it work?
I mean, I got funded. I don't know if it's still there or not. This is 2016 or something.
Cat Cafe in Pittsburgh. There's a...
Called the Black Cat Market? Pittsburgh's first ever cat cafe.
Okay. Is that it? Oh, it's got your logo. Yeah, it's the logo.
Yeah. Still there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The website's still up.
Yeah, it's got opening and closing times.
Oh yeah.
Meow, let's party.
Man, this is like a HTML5 site that's not great.
It's not about the website, it's about the cats.
I know. Here, check it out. It doesn't look like the most amazing place, but they still exist, so hey.
I mean, they probably have no competition, so, you know. Given that I was backing this as the first ever cat cafe in Pittsburgh, so...
Yeah.
Low bars, I suppose.
Ooh, there's the cat lounge, though. Kitty Queen Cat Rescue in Pittsburgh.
Okay, so there's more now.
Yep. It looks like the exact same thing. There is competition.
Huzzah.
Hooray, we did it. Colony Cafe. Is that another one? Oh, their website is broken.
Oh my god. Look at this cat that they've got. I'm looking at the cat's like roster of cats, and like this boy looks so sad. I just want to give him a hug.
Oh, this is the saddest face. Mr. DNA? What a name.
Yeah. Mr. DNA. He's 13. So, whew.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
What's FIV plus mean?
That's like HIV, but for cats, for feline. To replace human with feline. It's feline AIDS.
He's got feline AIDS? I thought that was a meme.
No.
Is that real?
That's real, yeah. I didn't even know that was real.
Because every time on the internet, if someone's like, I have these symptoms, what's wrong with me? Somebody always responds, I'm sorry, you have feline AIDS. Ha ha ha. It's always a joke.
Literally never seen that.
Okay, fair enough. Wow, good to know. Sorry, man. Sorry, Mr. DNA. That
name, though.
That's funny. Anyway, man, this has been a really roundabout conversation. So bottom line, I was at the point where I paid $50 for Star Citizen and the Squadron 42 back in 2014 or whatever.
Right.
There was this guy at work who was like the Star Citizen evangelist. He's like, it's going to be the greatest game of all time. He convinced a bunch of people to back it. And then like the years kept moving and he got sadder and sadder and everybody just kind of forgot about it. And I kept getting emails from Star Citizen talking, we're working on Squadron 42. And I was like, yeah, right. You guys are. You're just making ships that you can sell to psychos for $500.
Yep.
Yeah. And they figured out this weird hack where you can just sell ships for your non-existent game to people and they will pay hundreds of dollars for them.
You can sell concepts. Yeah.
You can fund your entire company on that. And you don't even have to make the ship. Like you said, you're like, this is the general idea of what we want to do. People are like, yes, please, I want that. Take your time actually building it in-game, guys. I'm in no rush, apparently. Anyway, so that's what I figured it was. Like, I was like, I will never get Squadron 42. Maybe I'll be 80 when it happens.
Yep, certainly.
Yeah. Yep. But then they had a Citizen Con, which again is hilarious that they have a convention for a game that is not released yet.
Yeah. It's Citizen Con. I can totally guess why they didn't go with StarCon.
StarCon?
StarCon.
StarCon.
StarCon, these nuts. That's an actual internet joke that's everywhere. StarCon.
Okay.
If you say star with enough of an Australian accent, it sounds like saw. Star.
You don't pronounce your T's in Australia?
Star.
Yeah, StarCon.
StarCon. Star.
I just don't know how that turns into a suck on these nuts joke when you say StarCon.
StarCon
these nuts.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's literally the joke. An actual joke that is everywhere on the internet, unlike feline AIDS.
StarCon?
Maybe not
How
StarCon.
do you set that up? Okay. No, but yeah, the suck on these nuts joke is all over the internet. Just that variety of it. I don't know if it works.
Nah, I think it works.
Okay, that's fine. Anyway, point being, they actually released like a 20-minute trailer for Squadron 42 and said that they're feature complete, which in the software business just means they're not adding any other fancy stuff to it. They're not implementing new systems. They're
Mm-hmm.
not doing stuff that takes a long time. They're just fixing bugs and
Mm-hmm.
adding polish is the word that they said.
Okay. So it'll only take 5 or 6 more years.
Right. So part of me is like, well, in normal video game companies,
Uh-huh.
that means it's not going to be that long.
Uh-huh.
But we are dealing with Star Citizen here.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it could just be another 5 years.
Yeah.
They could have just totally hyped us up
Mm-hmm.
for something that they're not actually close to releasing. But
Yeah.
I've always said the problem with Star Citizen was they were always adding new stuff, new features. They were always like, here's a super cool technology that would make our game great.
Mm-hmm.
Let's toss it in there. And it's like, but you just added on 2 years to your production time. Why? Why would you do that? And they just kept doing
Right.
it, kept doing it, kept doing it.
Uh-huh.
They just kept falling in love with new ideas and new concepts and just letting people dump things into the pile of what the game is.
Uh-huh.
So if they've actually stopped doing that,
Mm-hmm. Because you have to eventually. Yeah.
well, if you ever want to release,
Yeah, exactly. There was a game that came out ish in like I think it was in like perpetual early access. I don't think it ever actually came out. That was called Warhammer 40K Eternal Crusade. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a
how
limb and say
long?
you've never heard of it.
No, how long was it in development, Hell?
Its entire life. Like
I mean, like 5 years or 20 years?
like 5 probably. But basically, the I guess CEO or like creative lead maybe just kept going around to like conventions and stuff and talking about the game, like trying to rally up support. But every time, like anyone would suggest like a new idea or something, he'd be like, "Yeah, you can totally do that," or like would just keep agreeing to add more and more stuff. So it's like, okay, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a huge open world on like one planet, and it's gonna have like every faction from the universe, and you're gonna be able to play as any one of them, and you're gonna be able to like drop in with a squad in a drop pod, land on the planet, go and kill Tyranids, which will be the AI if you want, because Tyranids only have a big hive mind, so individual players can't play as Tyranids, so they'll be the AI. Or then you'll be able to like go into the sewers and fight Gene Stealers or Eldar, and come back out on a different part of the planet, and it'll still be like this ever persistent battle across this world. And then it turned into like third person shooter, battlefield kind of game in maps, you know? And eventually that guy had to leave because he kept just like adding more and more things on about how like you could upgrade your weapons or you could go up in ranks in the army that you were playing and crafting and then vehicles and then bigger vehicles and like conquest points and all this like stuff. Eventually the game just died, right? Because
Right.
either you need to meet all these expectations or you just need to stop setting expectations.
Yeah, and that's the No Man's Sky story too. Exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The dude would get interviewed about his game and somebody be like, "Do you have this in your game?" And he's like, "Sure do." And the developers are like, "Wait, what?" No. And so they released a game that didn't have more than half the features that what's his face was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody was like, "Boo!" And then they worked over the next, 5 or 6 years to actually put the stuff in there that CEO had said was in there over the course
Mm-hmm.
of the development process.
Yeah.
So No Man's Sky kind of worked out.
But my favorite No Man's Sky thing is at launch, they were asked, like, hey, does this have multiplayer? And they're like, yeah. But, like, the universe is so big, your chances of, like, running into another player are, like, infinitesimally small. It'll never happen. And then they were, like, getting the boxes made for, like, in-store retail sales. And it's like, hey, we're trying to rate your game and list the features in it. There's no net code. Like, this doesn't talk to the internet. So they had to print like 500,000 stickers or something to cover up the bit that just says like may contain online interactions because it didn't, you know.
That's good. Yeah, there were problems. There were definitely problems, and still are problems. I still haven't played it.
No.
But I know some people who totally like it and like what has been improved since it's released, and
Mm-hmm.
it's all good. So,
Yeah.
another example is Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I mean, Duke Nukem 3D was just a huge thing in the late 90s. It was, one of the 8 million different kind of Doom clones, right?
Right.
But it was Duke Nukem. It was irreverent. It was fun. The gameplay was awesome. Multiplayer was a ton of fun too, and it just exploded. It was a really, really fantastic game. And they were like, "Okay, we're gonna work on a sequel of Duke Nukem Forever."
Yep.
And
GameStop took pre-orders that day.
when did they announce it? I can't remember. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly either, but I do remember that when it finally came out, there were like 12-year-old pre-orders from Best Buy or something that were honored. I'm like, that's great.
That is great. It's like this piece of paper, totally faded.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. So let's see. It was announced. Wikipedia says 1997. So like right after Duke Nukem 3D takes off, they're like,
all right,
bam, we're making Duke Nukem Forever, everyone. And they're like, sweet.
Okay, so here's a funny thing that I just realized, right? I was 3 when that game was announced. I remember after school getting on my bike and riding around to a friend's house to play that on his Xbox when it came out.
Dang.
That's how long it took to actually come out.
Yeah. So it was announced in 97. It was delayed several times, changed engine several times. It was understaffed. There was no plan. 3D Realms downsized in 2009, and Duke Nukem Forever was finished by Triptych Games and Gearbox Software. And it was finally released in June of 2011.
Yeah, so I would have been like 15 or 16. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And it sucked. This is the best part. Like, nobody liked it.
I liked it because I was 15 and I had no concept of
okay, 15-year-olds probably liked it. Fair enough. Holy smokes. Yeah, I mean, just a complete nightmare development of a game. And that's another one that I thought would never come out, and then it did, and it was disappointing. So there are options for games in this state.
Sure.
Come out and be unfinished and kind of garbage, or come out and suck, or not come out at all.
So back to like setting expectations for games. I've got a list of features that Squadron 42 is supposed to have that it was announced with, I guess.
Ooh, okay.
And you can see that it's a very short list, right? It's only like 5 points, maybe 6. That they start off reasonable and things you would kind of expect in a game to things that are just entirely unrealistic or incredibly difficult to actually give. So the first one is Squadron 42 will have some level of difficulty setting.
That's okay. Good. Reasonable.
Yep. Squadron 42 will have first-person shooter elements.
Yep. Reasonable.
Character customization.
Reasonable. We're doing great.
Squadron 42 will have planetary landings and possibly procedurally generated planets.
We've got games with that now.
But
it kind of sucks, but it's reasonable.
Sucks. But depending on how you frame that sentence, you can really be like selling a lot. Actions you can take can and will affect you when you finally join the persistent universe.
That's tough. That is hard. That is something that Cyberpunk promised and did not deliver on. Yep.
Yeah. So they're immediately pitching for Squadron 42 as a story-based intro to a multiverse, like an MMO with that's persistent universe. And given that it's a story-based game, you would assume everyone kind of goes through and gets the same or at least a similar experience. But the actions you take will also affect a persistent universe, and assuming everyone's on the same planets and doing the same things. What is it? Is it like a faction you sign up with at the end of the game? Whether or not you go to the trading company or the Miners Guild?
Don't know. Good question. Don't rightly know. But yeah, that's a big one. It's a big promise.
Big promise. That's it.
Okay. And they also promised the feature of Mark Hamill, because he's in there.
Yes, and Gary Oldman, and Mark Strong, and John Rhys Davies, and Andy Serkis, and Sophie Wooer, and Ben Mendelsohn. And Ian
Ben Mendelsohn?
Yeah.
Holy crap. I didn't know Ben Mendelsohn was in there.
Julian Wexler.
Wexler.
Yep.
Is Liam? What's his name?
Liam Cunningham.
Yeah.
It's Captain Noah White.
Yeah. He's Davos on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So killer cast. I think they mocapped them all like in 2015. So it's been. I'm sure some of these dudes do not remember doing this work at all at this point.
Undoubtedly no.
They're gonna get tweeted at like, "Oh, I really enjoyed you in Star Citizen." They're like, "What?
What is Star Citizen?
What's that? What are you talking about?"
I think it's much more likely that some of these people are going to get an email from Star Citizen being like, "Hey, we need to like bring you in to record some more voice lines," and they'll be like, "Fuck,
who are you?
How did you get this email address?"
Yes. So it started in 2014 and it's 2023 now. The development time is shorter than Duke Nukem Forever at this point.
Just.
Okay. Just. It's not out yet though, so it could break the record.
It could. Is Duke Nukem the longest?
Yeah.
Okay, because up until like a month ago, you thought Baldur's Gate 3 had like a 20-year dev cycle on it. Until I explained to you it's a different studio making it.
Right.
Yeah. So
I think I said 11, but either way, it was way more than it was.
Yeah.
So according to the Wikipedia that I just had up, yes, the longest development time for a video game that actually was released. Because some games have just sat in development hell and just nothing ever happens, but it never officially like closes the door either.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So good times. So we will see. I don't know. I'm really split on this. Part of me is like, they finally did it. They finally shut the door on adding new features to this thing, and it's done. And we'll have it within the year.
No.
And Samicron is way out on that. And the other part of me is also way out on that too. The other part of me is like, not this company, not these guys. No, sir.
I mean,
they're going to keep trying to perfect it forever. Another 5 years of this.
I mean, here's the thing. This came out, and like 3 days ago, George R. R. Martin was like, Winds of Winter is coming, right?
Well, yeah.
And I'm just thinking, I don't believe either one of these people.
But did he ever say Winds of Winter was done?
No, he said it was like 2 years out or something, right? Like he's like, it's like 2 years away. And you said when you're feature complete and like you're just like polishing the game, you're 2 years out.
Well, it's just like saying the book is done, but we need to edit it, right?
Well, I feel like I look at that as more of like the outline is done. I just need to write it.
Oh. No,
Yeah.
that's way different. No, it's not.
Oh. I mean, you've definitely got the like the engineering software behind you to say that like, hey, now firms, when we say feature complete, it means like all of these are functional in some way, right?
Yeah.
And I'll give you the benefit of that. You probably know more about this than I do, but when I hear we've got our features and we're just making them work, like we're polishing the game, is we still need to make them actually do their thing that they want to do.
Okay. I see what you're saying. All right. Well, I guess we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see.
Yeah.
If it's released by October 2024.
Mark the calendar, people.
Here,
is it going to be on Steam?
They have their own launcher.
Yeah, of course.
So probably, because everyone's on Steam now.
Yeah, you see that all of Blizzard Activision games are on Steam now.
Yep.
Like Diablo.
And they jacked up some prices too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, when Microsoft acquired, they put it on Steam and up some prices on some stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
Awesome.
Diablo 4 is $82 Australian, and it's on sale at 25% off.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, it's mixed reviews. Overwatch 2, which is free at the very least, unless you want unique skins. Mostly negative. It's 24% of the nearly 13,000 reviews are positive. So 75% of people say it's not positive. Yeah. Yeah. The game's free, I swear. There's only $140 worth of DLC you can buy right now.
All right, so I added a calendar event for Is Squadron 42 out for a year from now?
Okay.
So we'll see.
What do we want to put on this?
Boy. I don't know.
Okay. Did you put this in your personal calendar or the shared one? I don't see it.
I put it on my personal calendar. Well, we can dump it out there too.
That's fair.
Here.
That's fair.
I can just copy it out to the other one though. It's easy enough.
So I guess while you're doing that, I had I bought some more Warhammer in this box just here behind me.
Nice.
That I was gonna send off down to my painter to get painted, and I'm like, when I was there picking up my Titan, I might just he was talking about like building a house. I might just shoot him a quick DM, be like, hey, is your address still the same? And he's like, well, the new house will be ready in about 3 months. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And he's like, yeah, and landlord here is like, we don't want to give you a 3-month lease, so we're moving in with like family. I'm like, maybe I won't send this to you just yet.
It's probably not a good time.
Probably not. So, that was interesting. But the real key important thing is he got a puppy, and it's the cutest little thing ever.
Oh. What kind of puppy is it?
I think he said the breed was Doberman. I should know this while I look at it and be like, that's a Doberman. But I don't know dog breeds. Like, I know German Shepherds and like Border Collies.
I'm like poodles.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Look at that dog. Yeah, little Morpheus. It's so cute.
Aww.
It's been the highlight of my day.
Very cute. Fun coloring too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else, or are we about ready?
No. I think we're good to go here.
Good to go. Puppy talks over.
Yep. I think we covered everything.
All
right, neat. So that is going to be it from us today. This has been Falcon Paladin and Somicron together on the Falcon Paladin Hour. Streamed live at twitch.tv/Somicron. Uploaded in VOD format also to youtube.com/@Somicron. You can support the podcast directly at patreon.com/Somicron and also by buying merch at falconpaladin.store.
That's true.
All of this is true. So thanks for subbing, Bovine. Thanks for the resub. 3 months. Very cool. And we'll be back next week with more stuff. Probably talking about a little bit more GSL and whatever strikes our fancy. So until then, stay safe and stay healthy, and above